Welcome back to Prezco. I'm the Business Prez, and we're looking at the bearish trend on the daily trend. We've had quite a downturn. It's been a bit of FUD in the markets, but this was also set up for a while. Let me show you on the daily trend. Strategies, indicators, system. Bitcoin has taken a juicy dump. From this range here, we are down 20% and it's flushed out the market. But as you can see on this green cross, this is where the MACD crossed up and come up to the middle, floated around there for a bit. We had a temporary relief, and then the MACD got the bearish cross, and since then we've fallen through the midline. We didn't even come up to retest it, we just got another bearish cross in the negative territory. So you can see that line spikes all the way up through this kind of range here. After the pullback went up into resistance, then we got a double top, we come back down, we got another top, we come back down, we form this kind of W, okay, in the middle of the range. We've got a bit of relief, but it's just a lot of resistance. There's a lot of resistance. And this second time around, we've got the bearish cross. We ranged in the middle. Indicators showing momentum. It's in the negative territory. Under the 50 on the RSI and on the MACD, clearly bearish. And then, just as we thought it would come up, it went down. And right here on this day, the Fed was announcing 50% rate hikes, and the tapering of the balance sheet. So on the macroeconomic level, this is likely to continue. But right now, while we're trending, what's going to happen? So zoom out, we can see that this multi-year support level, pretty much since the end of the bull market in 2020, we come down for this W, made one more pattern, this ascending wedge, broke that, and come back down. We established the support here. Now, in the meantime, we've had a couple of runs, both up and down, but we now find ourselves on that support. So what happened last time we touched these levels? We did come back, especially back here. Right, when we touched oversold, our bias is bearish, but we're pulling back to the middle. What happens when we pull back to the middle? We get another run down. So that's what I expect to happen again, is for this area to act as resistance. So if we were to get there, that's where I'd be looking for shorts. Same with this level. And then we can come up, and that level would be roughly there on the price. Then the kids are home. Right. So, if we were to get a bounce here and come up, that could happen. That is likely because we are oversold. Oversold usually gets bought and then rises up. But we're still under the bearish macro trend. So we could also roll over, break this support level, and capitulate to the next. So if this support doesn't hold, we could be coming down quite a fair bit. And this will be a capitulation where serious panic, serious fear ends up in the market. Everyone loses their mind. And that would look like this. So you see here, it's the same setup, right? If we're looking at the price, okay, we're in a bullish territory. We come down, right? MACD crosses down, we're now in the neutral zone, and the RSI, we've come down, we've tested the 50. So we broke support, we've retested it as resistance, and then we just fold. But this was due to a bit of FUD. The stablecoin become unpegged and lost its value. The stablecoins are supposed to hold its value 1-to-1 with the dollar, and it didn't do that. So the protocol, the blockchain itself, is going through a bit of turbulence, and that is represented in the market. But this is happening at the same time all the way around. So in XRP, it's been happening for a while too. We cross bearish here, we pull back. Okay, so we come down, we pull back. This is now resistance. This area is now resistance. Oh, hey, it's supposed to become rectangles. So as soon as we pull back there, we're likely to form the top and get rejected. But if we were to break above that, tap it, establish it as support and continue, that's what the bullish situation would look like. I doubt that's going to happen. If anything, we'll fizzle around for a bit, come back up. So who knows how much lower we can actually go. Because we are tagging red, we're not making any divergence, and the MACD is just shooting straight down. Straight down. It's not looking good at all. So if you're looking to buy, maybe wait. And on Ethereum, you see we've also had this breakdown. We didn't retest, but on the RSI we did, and we come shooting straight down. And what's interesting is it looks like we could have another leg on it, like XRP. So we come down, pull back, come down, pull back, and now we're down again. But on ETH, we've come down, pulled back maybe a little bit once, and we've come down again. So another pullback could lead to resistance before we smash down again. More than likely. We can't see much of a bottom being formed yet. We've got to wait for divergence, and then that divergence to play out, and a green cross on this MACD, but we need to be above the neutral zone for any decent price action to happen. And it's just not there. Same with literally everything. Okay, we've got the cross down here. We need the cross up. Last time it happened, yeah, down here or something. Okay, we did pull back, but we pulled back to the midline and then broke it down again. Same with here. We pull up to resistance, we get smashed. So we've just broken a macro support, we're pulling up, we're getting smashed. All the way across the board. ADA looks like it could be holding divergence. If it holds this support, comes up, goes sideways for a bit, its divergence could play out. It's actually pretty close to the midline. So if we do cross up, we could expect a big run from ADA. And one that's very interesting here is actually Algorand. It does have that bullish divergence, and it's even closer to the midline. Okay, so as we can see, price is flat, and the RSI is up on the daily, and it's nowhere near the red tag, it's nowhere near oversold. So it's not to say that we're not going to come down a little bit more. It could happen, especially because we're under that 50 range. We could come up, this will act as resistance, and we come down. But at the same time, Algorand is looking strong, especially against old grandfather Bitcoin. We have broken up, retested, impulsed again, and now retesting this 50 RSI and the midline of the MACD. We're actually retesting it bullish. So what was resistance, what was breakdown here, tag red, pull back, that's a short. We didn't tag red this time, so we got divergence. The MACD is diverging. Okay, we barely pushed lower. We've actually broken the midline up. So if this was to continue, higher highs and higher lows. If we were to hold this support and even just go sideways in this range. If we tag green, even better, even more strength. But this is what we want to see on the indicators for the rest of the market. Okay. As you see, when we cross down, got some bearish price action. And even though we cross up here, all of that's telling me is to take profit on shorts because we're still in negative territory and there's divergence playing out, so we can wait. Okay, and the RSI is crossing up, so you literally just trail the stop loss here. Okay, and then we pull back, shorts are on again, especially after that cross, and we just wait it out. Okay, so it's hit the bottom, it's hit a support structure, and it's actually shown momentum to the upside, and we're pulling back. So that could be very interesting. And if that plays out, that could be very, very interesting. It could be a leader of the relief rally if we get it. Either way, the market's looking pretty bearish, very bearish. So we just have to wait and see what happens here. Okay, if this support level holds, could be in for a bit of relief, but there's still a lot of resistance ahead. Okay, especially from the moving averages. They're right up here alongside the 618, back in the middle of that trading range. And where the indicators were back then, okay, we're hitting the 50 as resistance, that's the 50 moving average, and we broke down from there. So if we pull back, we can pull back to the 50 moving average or the bottom of this range. 618 might be a bit high there. So that's all I've got for today. It's bearish. We're looking like we're pulling back, which might seem bullish, but we're going to pull right back into resistance and potentially go again. That's all I have for you today. A nice quick one. And if you like what you're seeing, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Links to the Discord are down below, and I'll be back with some more content in the near future. Presco, Business Press signing out. Thank you very much. Bye.